Hello. Welcome to Math 9. What an odd way to start. Anyway, you've made it. If you're watching this video, you've officially started Math 9. And you've started it with me. That's right, it's me. I'm Mr. Wodge, right here. If you've been in my class before, I'm happy to see you again. Looking forward to teaching you again. And if you've never been in my class, I really look forward to getting to know you. Sometimes people have troubles with my name, so just remember, it rhymes with Dodge. Okay? Rhymes with Dodge. It's Wodge. And when you eventually make your way to my class, it won't be for a week or so, you'll be coming to room 311, up on the 3rd floor. Beautiful room. You're going to love it here. Wait till you see these chairs, people. If you've never seen them, you're going to be pretty happy when you see these chairs. So I thought I'd just make a quick video to welcome you to my class. I know this is a strange year, but we're going to make the best of it. I'm sure you know by now that you're going to be in my class for 10 weeks and 10 weeks only. I'm going to go through a few things here. I'm going to try to do it quickly because you probably don't want to sit and watch a 40-minute video. So here we go. First thing I need to do is to tell you how to log on to Teams. But here's the thing, I'm not going to do that. When I sent you this video, I also sent you some attachments in the same email. And one of those attachments is this exact thing here that you're looking at, this attractive man who's working on his tablet here. And this thing will explain to you how to log on to Teams. So if you don't know how to do that, please look at that and log on to Teams as quickly as possible. There's already stuff waiting for you, I'm sure. Okay, here's the description of our course. This is weird to do this virtually, but I'm not going to see you for a little bit, so I kind of need to do this. Now, I'm not going to go through this whole thing. I mean, come on, you're going to bore us all. So it talks about mathematics here. Oh, by the way, I've attached this as well in the email, so you can look at it there. You've got your own electronic copy. Print it out if you want. You're going to be assessed the same criteria that you did in grade 8. If you're new to our school, I'll explain this to you some other time. So there they are, same as previous years. You do have a workbook this year. It's a little different looking than last year. It looks like this. Okay, beautiful. Look at that thing. Wow, you're going to be so pleased every time you go to use it. So that's your book. Now, if you want to be able to write in it, which is a pretty nice thing to be able to do, you're going to pay $25. And I'm going to keep that money when you write in it. If you don't want to write in it, I'd love to get the $25 from you anyway, and then at the end of the term, I'll give you back the $25 if you didn't write in the book. Most students do choose to write in the book. It's just so much easier to stay organized. And now, you're not going to have the book for the first week, right? I'm going to be teaching you virtually like this. So I'll be sending you photos, scans of that book or something for the first week. In that first week, if you could please pay for the book, you'll be getting some information about how to pay in your Friday class, which won't be with me. So make sure you take that home to your parents, and if you could have them pay, that would be awesome. Alright, here's what you need in my class. You'll need a pencil and an eraser. A ruler would be great. And please, if I can really implore this year that everyone gets a scientific calculator. The reason, even more so this year than most years, is because the fewer objects that I can be lending out this year, the cleaner, the healthier, the safer it's going to be. If I'm giving out, 20 calculators every class, which was not a rare thing last year, then that's either a lot of cleaning that needs to take place, and, let's face it, sometimes things are going to happen. Some of those things aren't going to get cleaned as well as they should have. Then the next class comes in and use them too. It's just not good. So, parents, if you're watching this, your child needs a scientific calculator. You wouldn't believe how few kids bring a calculator in my class. Your phone will not work for your scientific calculator. You can go to the dollar store and get one for about $5. You can go to London Drugs or Staples or Costco or something and get a beauty for about $12. It'll last you until the end of grade 12. Just make sure it says scientific one that has buttons that say like TAN, SIN, it's actually SIN, but SIN, COS, C-O-S. If you see those buttons, you're in good shape. Alright, here's what we're going to learn in our course this year. Now, it's going to be very hard to get through all these things, so I'll tell you what we're going to do for sure. We're for sure going to do exponents and exponent laws. That's what we're going to start with on Monday. We're going to do financial literacy for sure. We'll do that next. I should say with exponents, if you don't know what I'm talking about things like 5 cubed, right? And also we'll be doing things like the square root of 63. A little bit of review, but definitely some different stuff that you didn't do last year as well. Financial literacy, we're going to be looking at money, simple interest, ways of getting paid, things like that. Chapter 3, we'll also be doing, for sure, operations with rational numbers. You know what rational numbers are? Bad news for some of you, it is fractions. So we're going to be doing crazy stuff with fractions this year, like negative 2/3 plus positive 4 1/8, and do that without a calculator. Ooh. Or negative 2.74 times negative 3.12, and do that without a calculator. Okay, so rational numbers are numbers that can be expressed as a fraction. So fractions are rational numbers. Decimals that stop are also rational numbers. Anyway, we'll get into more of that later. Next, linear relations. I'm confident we'll get to that a little bit right at the end of the course. You kind of redo a lot of that in grade 10, so if we don't completely do that, it's not the end of the world. This is where we're looking at relations between things. Like if you were to graph a linear relation, guess what it would look like? Line. It would look like a line. So we're going to look at relations like that a little bit this year maybe. For sure what we'll get to is polynomials. You're going to learn how to add and multiply and divide things like 3x squared plus 2 and add that to 4x squared plus 2x plus 3. Stuff like that. Okay? We will definitely get to solving linear equations. So this year some of these equations are going to be difficult. You're going to be finding things like 2/3 bracket x plus 4 minus x equals 4/5x, and you have to figure out what number goes into all the x's to make it true. So these are more difficult equations than you learned last year, which were like 2x plus 3 equals 9, right? That's the type you did last year. Statistics, I think it's going to be hard for us to get to it. It is just a tiny amount, so I might be able to squeeze in at the end. Proportional reasoning, again, I just don't know how we're going to have time for this. Problem solving we'll definitely do throughout the course. Alright, so that's what we're looking at for this year. I don't think we're going to be able to get through everything, but I'll do the best I can. Okay, here's the schedule. For the first week I'm teaching you remotely. You won't be in here. Yeah, we're doing everything at home, but you will be doing math. You'll just be doing it at home. Then you come in for 1 week face-to-face. The next week's also face-to-face, so that's 2 in a row with a Friday Pro D that's off. Then you go 2 remote, where I'm teaching you online again. A couple holidays in here and stuff. Then we go back to 2 face-to-face again. Then you go back to 1 remote and a bit of the next week, and we finish off with a little bit of face-to-face in the final week. I think this might be an error having that there, but maybe not. Anyway, you don't have to worry about that right now. So the first time I'll see you is September 21st. Okay, how am I going to be teaching you? Basically, I'll be using Teams for almost everything. Okay, I'll be putting assignments on there, videos for you to watch, reminders about stuff, quizzes, all sorts of stuff. Now, I also have my own website, wajmath.ca, legendary website. Looks something like this, and there is a section in here. If you look at this year's classes and then Math 9, I've already put our first chapter up there. So let's say you click on any one of these. Why not 1.1? That'll be the first thing we do. If you were to click on that, there's a spot for homework. I haven't put it in yet. I'll start going with that. There's some notes here. This always glitches. It's so annoying. Such a bad function on this website. There's some notes here you could download, but I'll be getting those to you. I'll be sending you files of those in Teams. And then underneath that, there's a video. And if you want to, I mean, I'll send you all these in Teams, but if you want to get started, you can watch the video. You push play, and on comes some music and titles, and eventually you'll get me talking away about square roots. And this is how you're going to learn all your stuff when you're not in class. Now, I'm going to make videos for all the lessons, even the ones where you are in class, but you know, you'll have to use them for the ones that you aren't in class. I try to, as much as possible, keep all the videos less than 20 minutes. I know even that feels kind of long. There's 1 or 2 that might be like 21 minutes. There's some that are like 15 minutes. So, you know, part of your day will be, when you're learning at home, is to watch a 15 to 20 minute video, and then I'll try to give you about 20 to half an hour worth of homework. So I'm hoping the whole thing will be less than an hour, or around an hour. Not bad, considering when you come in, you're here for an hour and 45. Another way you can find all the videos, if you're just interested in my actual videos, you can go to YouTube, watch math, where it's all found. And then also I want to talk about Remind.com. It's another website. So Remind is this service, I suppose, that allows you to text me and me to text you, and you can't see my number, and I can't see your number. And all the messages we send to each other are saved at some spot, so if there was anything strange going on, they could access them. So I probably don't need to do this year because we're going to be using Teams. But in the past, kids just love this. You know, they're out somewhere and they can't remember if they have a test the next day. They just text me, hey, Mr. Wodge, we have a test tomorrow, and then I can text back very quickly. Usually I'm pretty quick. Yeah, there's a test. Don't forget, get home and start studying. Or I'll send out a message to everyone in the group. Don't forget, everyone, your project's due tomorrow. So it can be useful. So if you want to do this, what you do is you go into your phone. This is who you're sending the message to. You're sending it to that number. And the message you're sending is at KGMath1B. Okay? If you're on a Rogers plan, it doesn't seem like it works very well. It might not work. Okay, you'll know it works if you get some message back that says like, you've been added to Mr. Wodge's Math 9 class or something like that. But for you Rogers people, we might have to try in person, and even then it might not work. Darn you, Rogers. So you don't have to do that, but if you want to, you certainly can. Okay, when will I be posting assignments? I'm planning on putting an assignment up pretty well every school day. Every school day, Monday to Friday, you'll have a video to watch and homework to do. I'm sorry, everyone, but when you come to school, you have something every day, and then you're going home after an hour and 45 minutes of being at school. I figure you should be able to do an hour of work and math every day, right? So I bet not every teacher is going to do that, but we do have a fair bit of content in math, and I want to get through as much as possible. So yeah, you'll probably be getting 4 or 5 assignments every week. I'll try to keep those assignments short. If you need help, you can text me if you use the Remind thing. You can email me. You can Teams me, right? You can contact me in Teams. You can video chat with me on Teams. I can set up a private chat. And then if you want to talk just to me, then, you know, we can chat typing-wise on Teams, or we can even do a video chat. Last in June, I was doing that with a fair number of people, and I can help you with, you know, all your math problems there. When will I be available? Well, from Monday to Thursday, I'll be available from 10:30 in the morning till 1 o'clock. You know, if you send me messages and stuff, I should get back to you pretty quick. I might not be available right at that second because I'll probably be making some videos like this. So, you know, if you don't hear from me in 5-10 minutes, I'm sorry, I will get back to you. Now, having said that, if you want to send me a message at other times, if it's Saturday at 12 in the afternoon or whatever, send me a message. And I'll probably get back to you within 12 to 24 hours at the latest. So don't feel shy about sending me messages. I know this is a weird situation. I'm definitely here for you. And, you know, just keep those messages coming. If it's too much, I'll let you know. Hey, you got to back off a little bit. But I don't think that'll be a problem. Okay, here's your first assignment. What? First assignment? Yes, first assignment. So you're going to log into Teams. Remember, I gave you an attachment. I gave you an attachment of how to do that. So you're going to log into Teams. You're going to make sure you've been added to my Math 9 class in Teams. And then you're going to find assignment number 1 called the scan test in that class, in the Math 9 class, and you're going to do the task. And then you're going to have a great weekend. So what is this scan test? It looks something like this. It says, take a scan of anything as long as it's appropriate and upload it here. You're just going to upload it into the assignment spot. I don't have this here because I'm not a student, but where you see your assignment, it should have some button that says upload. And I want you to take a scan, please. In June, people who are giving me all their work were taking photos and sending it to me. And I know this is ridiculous, but the problem with the photos is they're a bit blurry. I can't change the size of them that well. And here's the biggest thing. They all come in sideways, and Teams doesn't allow me to change it. I seriously was racking up a chiropractor bill by the end of it because I was getting this major kink in my neck. I was spending hours of my life like this, and I don't want that. So if you can please try scanning it. Don't know how to do that? Don't stress out. You can go on your phone and download a free scan app. There's all sorts of them. Make sure it's free. Don't pay for anything. And then you just, you know, take a picture with your scan app and upload it to Teams. If you can't do it, ask a friend. If you still can't do it, then we'll talk about it when you get to my class on the 21st or whatever I said it was. But ideally, we would all learn how to scan, because with the scans, they come in the right way up, and I can change the size and see it all, and it's clear, and I'm happy when I mark your assignments. Now think of it. Do you want your teacher to be annoyed when they mark your assignment? Not happy with this work? Or do you want them to be like, oh, what a breath of fresh air. I think I'll give a little extra help on this question. You know what I'm saying? It's in your best interest to learn how to scan people. All right, everyone. Good luck to us all. It's going to be okay, and I'm here for you. Bye.